guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this was requested quite a few times, and I love these pencils, so I'm going to do a quick demo on them. They are the Inktense Inktense Pencils, and what they are is they're colored pencils and watercolor colored pencils, and once they are activated, and then they dry, which I'm going to show you, they become permanent, which makes them fantastic. Now, these are the pencils, but they also have blocks. And if you guys want to see the blocks in action, let me know down below. I'm just going to do something like this today. So we just have a regular piece of paper. Now, you can definitely gesso your paper first. I'm not going to do that this time, but you definitely can gesso and you'll get a different result as well. But they work great. Even I know a lot of you are starting out and you're trying to decide what kind of art supplies that you want. You know, I know it gets overwhelming when you're watching videos and you see people using, you know, so many different kind of things because you watch different people. And I want everything too. So I'm just going to show you these and I'll explain why I love them and why I think they're great and how what I did when I first ordered these and all that kind of good stuff. So first I want to tell you guys about Blitsy. If you guys are familiar with Blitsy, as you guys know, people either love Blitsy or they hate Blitsy. I am a Blitsy lover. And what Blitsy is, it's a place where you go, it's a website, you go there and you buy, you know, stuff. They have up to a 70% discount and they have everything. They have mixed media stuff. They have stamps. They have die cut stuff. They have jewelry making stuff. They have knitting stuff and crocheting stuff and clay, and they have all kinds of stuff. And you get it at a discount. So if you're looking to get something in particular, go check out Blitsy and see if they have it, because I love to shop at Blitsy. I've only had one issue with them with shipping, and they fixed it right away. So you know, I'm going to put the link down below. Go check out the Blitsy link. Check out what they have. Sign up. And you can even get it in the email, because if you don't find something in this turn, you know what I mean? When you go look, they update daily. So I get emails daily of new things that they put up. I just love Blitsy. I think not only for you guys just starting out, but for all of us who do this, you know, you can get some really, really good deals there. You know, watercolor stuff and stamps and oh gosh, it just goes on and on. So a lot of fun. So don't forget to check that out down below, and let's get to getting. All right, so this is the Inktense in fuchsia, and you can see it has numbers 107, and this is just a regular, you know, pad, paper pad. I don't know if it's mixed media. It might just be my drawing pad. Yeah, it's just a sketch pad. So think about, you can use this on watercolor paper, mixed media paper, vellum. You can use it. I've used it on my clay. I use it all the time. But you can see I'm just kind of, you know, doing that on there. And I'm going to take a little brush with a little water and show you what this does and different ways that you can use it. Now, you can definitely do this on, you know, on a gessoed surface. Think about wood or, you know, anything. I mean, this is, look how beautiful that goes. So it essentially turns into a watercolor paint. But what I love about these is that they dry permanent. So you can see how pretty that is. Now, something I like to do, if I'll pick a different color just so we can go through a few of the colors. Let's do a blue. And then I'm going to sharpen it and then show you. One thing that I like to do, and I do this with watercolor pencils as well, and you can do this with the Inktense blocks as well, is I like to take the paint from the pencil, if that makes any sense. And I'll show you two things that I like to do. Now, am I a watercolor painter? No, I am not. I would love to be. I do paint with watercolor, but I use it in my mixed media. My goal this year is to definitely learn more watercolor. There's wonderful, wonderful people on YouTube who teach. Gina Ahrens is one of those people who make me just sit and watch mesmerized. And so I am going to start doing that soon. But, you know, it's just, these are just, you know, watercolor is fantastic and I want to do it so bad. So that is one of my goals for the year. Okay, so I have a wet paintbrush. I have this color, which is sea blue. and I sharpened it, and I'm going to wet this like this with my paintbrush, right? So then I can go and look. Now my paintbrush is a little wet, as you can see. I don't care, but you know, you can blend and paint over, and you can see you get like a nice purple under there. But you definitely can paint like that. Use a bigger brush, use it drier, you know, not as wet as I have it, whatever you want, right? And then if I put it here and paint it, you can see the color there. And what else I like to do sometimes is I will scribble down on my mat. You can see there's a little water there, just to lay some color down. So if I am using, let's say, a smaller paintbrush, I can go in here and lift that up. Have more control if you're doing, like if I'm doing an eye and I want to paint the eye in, you know, and you need a smaller brush and you don't need as much of that. So you can just go in and use a smaller brush and take it off of there. And, you know, so wonderful. So that will dry and it becomes permanent. Now my heat gun isn't set up right this second, but you know, you definitely can dry this and everything else. Something else that I like to do with these, those are a few tips, but something else is, let me get this one, and I'm going to dip this into my water. Okay, so it's a little drippy. I'm going to move it on here so it gets some of that Inktense pencil going. And I love to flick. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this as good as I want you to, because it's so, oh yeah, you can see it. See it starting down here? So depending on how much time you leave it sit in the water, put a little more water here. And you see I just have that water, and I'm just going to sit, and I turn my pencil, like, just turn it like a fake sharpener, right? And get that all wet. And I just flick. And I love that because it'll dry and it doesn't move. So you can do this on top of your mixed media, under, you know, whatever you want to do. And you're also laying ink down here, which then you can use with your paintbrush. But I love it. I love it. So let me show you this color. And this is color Poppy Red. My daughter loves using these too. And then we'll wet that and show you. Look at that. So think about if you're wanting to do, you know, you want to start doing watercolor and all that, how you can use these in different ways just to practice. And what I love, like I said, is it's permanent once it's dry. So, I mean, how can you, how can you not love it? So I'm going to wet this brush and we're going to do another. Let's get this liquefied. See? Oh, yeah, that's the red. Oh, I love it. I'm such a grungy girl. I love grunge art. And I love doing grunge art. So I'm always about the drippage. And you can do drippage as well, you know, on these. Let's see if I can get it on camera to show you. And you see, we can do drips with these, let them dry. Oh, the fun is just, I mean, it could be going on and on and on. So these are the Derwent Inktense. Like I said, I love these. Now, let me give you a little hint, or a little tip, rather. When I first saw these Inktense pencils, obviously I was, starting out, and I was probably already doing the mixed media and everything, but I wasn't aware of them. And I saw years ago somebody doing a video using them. And at the time I went and looked, and they're quite expensive. They can be quite expensive, and you can't buy them individually here. You have to buy them in a packet. So my suggestion to you is if you want to try these, get the smallest pack they sell, which I think, how many are in here? I think there might be, all right, there's 24 in here, so it must be 12, the smallest pack. Get the smallest pack. my suggestion is to get the smallest pack and play with them. And if you don't have the money, if you have the money, I'd even get the bigger pack. But you know what I mean? So you can have them, you can use them, and you're not spending a fortune. And, you know, you can see what they're like and get used to them. And then maybe down the road, you can get even more. You know, it depends. But I used my first pack for years and years and years. And I think it was a birthday gift. I can't recall why I got these 24. And I love them. And like I said, you'll get a lot of use out of them because they dry permanent. You can definitely use them in your mixed media. You can use them on stamps. You can use them in your stencils. You can really go all out and use them in all those type of things. So I suggest these. I hope this helped you guys just to see what they do, because a lot of you have never really seen them and wanted to know what they did and how I like them. I love them. They're one of my favorite things. So let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you like seeing all these, you know, fun little art things that are out there that when you're beginning, you know, when you're just starting out, you know, you might want to try. And that's it. Don't forget to check out the Blitzy link down below in the description. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. And as always, please be kind to each other, because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Oh, and if you guys use Inktense and you have any tips or anything that you want to share with anybody, put them down in the comments, because I know that you guys know so much about a lot of things, and maybe you guys have tips that I forgot. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.